Alright, this is your go-to guide when selecting the perfect smartphone. Let's dive in. Alright, let's kick off with the camera, which we could also refer to as the eye of your phone. And in this space, when it comes to megapixels, more isn't always better. We should rather consider the quality of those pixels too. Alright, so think about it like having a bigger canvas for an artist. It allows for more detail, and that's how the pixels work. The bigger the canvas, the more detail the artist can put in it, and the more the pixels, the more details they could capture. So that's how they work. But then we could also look at things like the aperture, and these are always represented by an F number, and this is as well very crucial. Let me explain. A lower F number, like f/1.8, means a wider aperture, which allows more light inside the camera. And this is as well fantastic for low light photography, which enables you to capture more vibrant and detailed shots. And in this case, the Google Pixel phones are known for their low light performance due to the combination of smart algorithm and wide aperture. So with all that being said, never be fooled with small games like more megapixels equals to a better camera. I mean, it's all wrong. Different factors, as we have seen earlier, determine the quality of a phone, not only the megapixels. So the next time you move out to get a phone, don't only prioritize the megapixels but other factors as we have looked at them. Well, moving on to the display, which we could also call your personal portal to the digital world. Does it sound cool? And for this case, we shall look at OLED and AMOLED, and both of them refer to the type of screen technology. So let's imagine OLED as a well-coordinated orchestra, each pixel emitting its own light, thus resulting into deep black and vibrant colors. And still looking at the display, before the AMOLED and OLED emerged, we used to have the screen technology known as the IPS. And the major problem this screen technology had is that it had an issue of the IPS glow. And let me explain what this was, and probably even faced it before unknowingly. So with this issue, you had the edges or corners of your screen produce some bit of like white light at the edges. And this could be noticed so much, for example, when you're using dark mode on your phone and you kind of put it at an angle, you will notice some kind of white color at the edges. And this isn't so bright, but it can be noticed as well. And if you have such an issue with your phone, let me know in the comment box. And now, looking at all those screen technologies in order, we have the AMOLED come first, OLED comes second, and IPS come third. But then don't really worry of which display to get. You can get any other display apart from IPS. And as well, all the recent phones don't really use that old technology, and in most of the cases that technology is phased out in some way, because according to my research, all phones made above 2020 are using AMOLED and OLED screens, which are amazing. And well, you could be asking yourselves, what are some of the phones I should look out for that have the features I've been talking about? Well, the good news is that I'm giving a mention of the phone that I really think is amazing in each segment. For example, the camera, I recommended a Google Pixel, and in the other segment I'll recommend another phone, so keep around to know what phone you really deserve. So leaving that alone, let's look at the refresh rates, which are measured in hertz, and this affects how smooth your screen looks, especially during fast-paced activities like gaming. And in this scenario, refresh rates like 90 and 180 Hz offer the best experience. And in this case, we'd consider the OnePlus series known for their amazing displays, and as well, not forgetting the Samsungs, I mean the latest ones. So looking at the storage, which is pretty obvious. I mean, the least kind of storage you could get today is 128, and if you're to get anything lower than that, you'll have to free up space to get room for other applications. So, and in this case as well, I won't recommend any phone because most of the phones today come with a high storage capacity, and I mean, even if it comes with a low storage capacity, it comes in like 3 versions like the iPhones, and you always choose what suits you. So I won't give any example in this case. You can look at any phone. Before we look at the last thing in this video, let me hint a little on the performance. Well, when it comes to this, look for a phone with a good processor and RAM. And when it comes to a good processor and RAM, you could look at phones like the iPhones or even the latest Samsungs. They have really good processors. And also, when it comes to RAM, at least look for a phone with no lower than 8 GB of RAM if you're looking for the best experience. Finally, looking at the battery, which is pretty obvious, but then I don't really think you wanna miss out on this. When it comes to the battery life is measured in milliamperes, and always look for a battery with a higher milliampere. I mean, a battery with 5000 milliampere is way better than a battery with 4000 milliampere. And a little advice on that: at least look for a battery with no lower than 5000 milliampere if you wanna be the king of battery in your space. And not forgetting fast charging. When it comes to fast charging, the only brand I could recommend to you in this case is the Xiaomi. And well, that's pretty much of everything. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe because it means a lot to me. And if you watched until the end of this video, leave a thumbs up and also comment in the comment box XR so that I get to know you watched till the end, and also probably share this video with someone out there looking for fun. And with all that being said, have a nice one and God bless you all.